3 weeks ago, I posted a video called Why I Never Learned Tagalog Growing Up, and I was surprised that it resonated with so many of you. Since then, I've been learning, reflecting, and even had my first virtual Tagalog lesson online with a tutor, my first lesson with a real-life tutor in 7 years. So today, I want to share what's happened since then, what I've learned so far, and how you can potentially be a part of my journey too. So many of you have shared your stories or observations of other family members, maybe hearing Filipino but never learning to speak it. Again, there are so many different reasons why. At the end of the day, I want to thank you all. You've helped me feel seen and have encouraged me to take the next step. Not long after posting, my partner sent me Amir Koro's video on surprising my mom by secretly learning her language. I hadn't seen the video before or heard of Amir, but he is very successful on YouTube. And it was amazing to watch somebody who was on a similar path and has taken this path even just like a year ahead. He also used resources from Tuttle, which is in my Amazon cart, so I'm probably going to buy it after filming this video. But Tuttle is the same company that created those Tagalog flashcards for kids that I remember having and using when I was young. Amir took lessons on italki. I'd known about italki for a while, and after watching his video, I finally booked my lesson. Today, I'm excited because in about 9 minutes, I'm gonna be taking my first italki Tagalog lesson, which I think will help me. I think it'll be really good to have lessons weekly, so we'll see how frequently I can do it and what days and times I can fit it into my schedule. I don't want to feel hopeless after today's sessions. Hopefully it goes well. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Wish me luck. I had my first italki lesson last week and have my second one coming up this week. My tutor was so kind and encouraging. I feel like even though it's only been one lesson so far, it definitely feels like a no pressure environment. But I'll be honest, I got super nervous. I was very stressed and anxious, not because of anything he was saying or doing. I mean, he was doing the right thing by speaking to me in Filipino. I think I was getting stressed because I was putting pressure on myself to reply in Tagalog, which I just can't do right now. I can't form the sentences. So yeah, I caught myself overthinking, recognized I was putting a lot of pressure on myself even during just my first lesson with a one-on-one tutor in 7 years. I don't know why I was expecting to be fluent right away. It was just not realistic at all. Although I was stressed, it did feel amazing and also like a relief to have somebody to kind of break things down for me. What I really enjoyed is that these online virtual lessons actually allow me to choose how the lessons will fit into my schedule, especially as somebody working full-time in New York City. In just one lesson, I learned and was starting to remember so much. We reviewed word order, where verbs often come first. I practiced simple sentences like nakatira ako sa New York. I live in New York. Hindi ako doktor. I am not a doctor. Oo, may kotse ako. Yes, I have a car. We also reviewed mag, ma, and verbs and how verb focus changes the meaning. Plus the meron wala structure, like meron akong aso, but I don't have a dog, so that means I have a dog, but I don't, maybe one day. Or wala akong pera, I don't have money. Some of it came back to me from my Tagalog lessons in Makati, but it seems to be clicking in a deeper way. You know, I'm glad and I have no regrets of taking my lessons in 2017, but I was still in school. I was studying abroad on the other side of the world for the first time without any of my immediate family or friends. Still the best time of my life, but actually feel like more of a sponge, truly absorbing the grammar now. So all of this feels like reconnecting with a piece of myself that I kind of let fade for a little while. Even with this baby step in progress, I am definitely still struggling, and I accept that there will be more challenges and obstacles ahead. I can understand a lot more Filipino than I can speak, and I really get frustrated when I can't find the right words. I'm just trying to remind myself that this is a marathon, not a sprint. I don't have to complete it in a certain amount of days because I want to be able to be working on this for the rest of my life. One day, I just hope the verbs, sentence order, and my confidence just click. And speaking of reconnecting with my Filipino side, earlier this week, my cousin and I coincidentally had the same day off from work, so we decided to take a quick trip to Ayala Coffee. Ayala Coffee is a specialty and Philam coffee shop located in Union, New Jersey. It's about close to an hour away from me. Good morning, everybody. Today I'm excited because I'm hanging out with my cousin and we are making a little girls' day trip and checking out Ayala Coffee in New Jersey. This was super special because my cousin is also half Filipina and we were able to try ube and pandan lattes. So good. We also shared a tocino breakfast sandwich and tried a couple different pastries, including an ensaimada cruffin. I forget what the other one was, but that was also really good. Of course, I had to show my support and bought one of their sweatshirts. Ayala Coffee, New Jersey. And my cousin bought one of their tote bags. But I really love this color green and I've been wearing this all week. The coffee shop was actually packed when we arrived. Like all seats, all tables were filled, which was so great to see. And by the time our food was ready, like seats at the counter opened up, which was like perfect. So we were able to like sit and enjoy our food and just take it all in. If you're in the tri-state area or on the East Coast and find yourself in New Jersey, check out Ayala Coffee. It was absolutely worth the trip. Shout out to co-owner Matt for welcoming us and for helping us pick our drinks and food for our first visit. I also wanted to ask you guys, is it more appropriate if I say I am learning to speak Tagalog or I'm learning to speak Filipino? Because there seems to be a little bit of a debate in the comments and I want to be respectful and correct. A lot of apps and learning platforms still label the language as Tagalog, but I do feel like saying Filipino is more of an inclusive term. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Which one feels more natural or respectful to you and everyone in the Philippines? And speaking of learning together, I'm excited to share something new. I'm inviting viewers and guests to apply to be part of my Subtitles Off video podcast. It's basically a series where we learn Filipino together. And that could mean, maybe you yourself are learning Filipino or you already know it and you're teaching me Filipino. My idea is that in each episode, there's a portion of the video where the guest is teaching me Filipino or we're looking up and learning something Filipino together. And another thing I would love for us to cover in our episode is maybe your favorite Filipino brands or favorite Filipino movies, music, songs. At least for the start of this series, if you speak both English and Filipino, I'd love to meet with you online. Please feel free to apply for a chance to be on this show or on the channel. Over time, as I keep learning, my goal is to speak English less and speak Filipino more. I'll include a link to the application form below in the description box. I can't wait to learn from you, meet you, and share your story and our conversation with this community. If you're also learning your family's language or rediscovering your roots, I'm here to remind you it's a marathon, not a sprint, and it's okay to start slow. Go at your own pace. My pace will look different than yours, and your pace might look different than mine. Either way, I'll keep sharing my progress. Thank you again for being a part of this community, and maybe we'll get to be together on a future episode. If you're also learning or maintaining your family's language or rediscovering your roots, every little step counts, whether it's a conversation at a coffee shop or a 5-minute lesson on your phone or a lesson virtually online. Thank you for watching, being a part of this community, and reminding me I am not doing this alone. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment below. I will see you in my next video.